Here we go. This is Christopher Wax Steven Ionetti for the Team Sportscast Network, www.tsncentral.com. That's right, folks. We got some StarCraft Brood War action coming at you. We're talking a good match, folks. And you know what? I know I keep saying that, but there is a reason. These people know their RTS. They know what's up. And they're always going to provide me with a good game. I think that's pretty much safe to say, and I witnessed that after that last game I casted of Warcraft 3. And here we have ourselves a nice matchup. Hellghost from Brazil, Igor Campolina, and Gur from Canada, Guillaume Patry. Very popular player here in Korea. They do like the foreigners coming in and start owning it up on Brood War. I'm excited. I casted my first Brood War game here at WCG Grand Finals, and it was with Gur playing in it, and I'm friggin' beyond ecstatic because I get to watch this guy play again. His carrier micro in the last game I watched him play was friggin' amazing. Amazing, people. I'm expecting nothing less than perfection from him again. Well, perfection's probably stretching it, but you know, I'm just astounded by how good these matches are, and I'm looking forward to this one. There is a ton of people here in the arena right now. School either has let out or this is a field trip to WCG. That's how serious the South Koreans take StarCraft. The auditorium on this stage is pretty full here. We've got a nice audience. Getting a look right now at Hellghost here on the player cams. He's looking very calm, very focused, and ready to play. Gur looking that way as well. You know, Gur played amazing the other day, and you know, he was my first Brood War cast, so maybe I have to be a little bit leaning towards him to win this game. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm at a loss for words. I've casted like 20 matches, and every single game I see is better than the last. I can't believe how good, like, these guys are playing. I'm amazed. Anyway, looks like DJ Wheat's making his way over to this side of the arena. He said to me personally that not only does he like the way I look at night, but he's about to watch this match. You know, that joke would have been funnier if I was like halfway conscious. Anyway, map's going to be Gorky's Island. It's the first time I'm casting on Gorky's Island, and it's an interesting map primarily because of the way the starting locations are set up. They are in the corners of the map, but that is not the special thing about this map. It's that all the players' starting locations are not available to rush on the ground. There are no ramps leading from your starting locations. So the main issue on this map is who has the best drop micro. And that's probably why both players are starting out as Terran. They realize, hell, Terran's probably the best at friggin' drops. So why don't I take advantage of that and start owning some ass? Because that's what's happening, or is going to happen in a short period of time. We're going to see Gur and Hellghost just go at it here. I'm predicting a ton of drops. This is going to be a good match, folks, and I'm really looking forward to see who has the best possible drop micro in this situation. Also, of note on this map are the expansions that are very, very close to the start, but again, they are not accessible by ramp. You have to use a drop ship. In this case, it's going to be a drop ship or some kind of shuttle type system to do it. And you know, I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to see this match. My heart's jumping. My brain is going haywire. I just can't friggin' wait. That music that you hear right now, that's the sound of the start of StarCraft Brood War. Gur versus Hellghost. We're about to start right now. And here we go. Gur versus Hellghost starting up. Terran versus Terran. The map is going to be Gorky's Island. Taking a look at both players grabbing the 2 o'clock starting location and the 5 o'clock starting location here on Gorky's Island. As I said before, both players are Terran, Gur, and Hellghost. This is just going to be a sick match, and I can't wait to see it. All right, taking a look here at, I believe this is Hellghost. I think Hellghost is in blue, Gur is in red, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, Gur is in red, I think. PG Gore. I believe that's him. Even though they've got their names switched up to try and mess with me, I am prepared and use the power of assumption. All right, here we go. Both players trying to get as many minerals as possible here. We've got the SCVs mining a lot. First supply depot being thrown down by Gur. Taking a look. Still no Vespine Geyser refinery. And basically mirror things here from Hellghost. Hellghost throwing down some supply depot as well. We will see just awesome drop micro. I think right when the players start up their starports is when we're going to see this match really take off. We've got a Terran barracks going down right now for Hellghost. Looks like he's trying to counter any possible drops and get out some Marines just to shoot down the dropships. It was interesting because I've seen a bunch of matches on this map. I saw a lot of different tricks being pulled off with drops, people going for fast or relatively fast expos. You can see some good players there. Right now on the screen we have Sucker, Tillerman, and Kaj. So these people are ready for a good match. They're here, they're enjoying it. And we just got one hell of a match for you. I can't even begin to describe how good this is going to be. Watch it totally flop just so I look like an ass. But anyway, barracks being thrown up right now by Hellghost. Hellghost trying to get out a couple Marines here. And looks like he's going to start with a little bit of scouting with that Rax. Building it as close as possible to the left side of his starting location. Trying to get it on the move. And sent on over to the other side of the map. Checking that for his opponent. And Hellghost just letting Gur know this is the first time I'm playing Terran in a tournament. Gur saying, good. Probably less I have to worry about then. So, this could be a psychological ploy by Hellghost to get Gur off his guard. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Terran factory going up right now for Gur. Looks like he's going to try and get out some siege tanks as fast as possible before he gets that starport up. Smart move there. Taking a look at Hellghost. It looks like he's a bit ahead in terms of time here. Just a little bit. Both players basically doing the exact same thing with their barracks and scouting for the other player towards the left. And it looks like we've got a second factory going down right now for Gur. Looks like he's trying to get some more siege tanks out a bit faster, and still some SCVs gathering up minerals right now. We've got the refineries up for both players, and starport going up now for Gur. And let's see, starport going up right now as well for Hellghost. The disadvantages of this map, since there are no rushes, I have to be calm until we have the starports and dropships. Oh my. Well, I don't have to be calm, but it's a bit tricky acting like the Korean casters and pretending that SCVs are fun when in reality they're SCVs and they're gathering minerals. So anyway, we've got some machine shops going up right now as well for Gur. Gur starting to get that starport up and going. Only one factory to take note from Hellghost. Looks like he's just going to spend some time getting his dropships going instead of getting siege tanks out first. We'll see what happens with that building strategy. Who's able to get out the first dropships and siege tanks and what have you. Anyway, more SCVs being created by Gur right now, and let's see. It looks like we've got some Goliaths coming out now as well. So both players getting those Goliaths out as fast as possible, trying to get some air defense. I'm a bit curious. I was a bit curious as to why Gur was going with the second factory there, but I think I just got my answer in those Goliaths. Goliaths being excellent air defense and attack. In just about any scenario, Gur looks very focused. He looks concentrated. It looks like he's concentrating really hard on this map. And you know what? Like I've said it before, nobody wants to lose. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have some Goliath drops. Very interesting choice here by Helghost. Looks like he's going to take those Goliaths and probably try and run into the dropship of Gur and drop those down as fast as possible. No, looks like we've got a Terran Command Center fast expo going on here for Helghost. Helghost with a dropship full of SCVs. Now here comes Gur. Gur bringing in the dropship right now. Looks like he's going to try and pull off an offensive drop. He's going down the side of the starting location of Helghost. He's going to drop right next to his supply depots. Here comes Gur. Gur checking things out. Looks like he's not dropping here. DJ Wheatgrit on the camera on television right now. God only knows why. I have no idea why they would ever put that man on camera. He belongs on the radio. If you've seen his hair, you know what I mean. Anyway, here comes the dropship right now from Helghost. Helghost bring the dropship on over to Gur's side of the map. Let's see what Helghost can do with that. He's running into the dropships of Gur. Gur coming in with 4 Goliaths, killing off the dropship, or at least trying, and Helghost dropping his Goliaths before the dropship is taken out. Dropship getting just outside the range of the Goliaths, and looks like Helghost dropping them inside the middle here, just dropping those Goliaths down, keeping any possible eye on Gur's dropship coming up the side of the map again, and Gur probably going to guard against that and maybe go through the middle. We'll see what Gur does. The armory is down, obviously, for the Goliaths, and the command center is pumping away for the expansion of Helghost. Helghost looks to be in a little bit better shape right now, as Gur is getting a very late expansion Goliaths using their Hellfire missiles on the barracks of Helghost as he is trying to scout with his racks floating above the expansion of Gur. Gur was not able to kill that off, and it's looking like Helghost just positioning himself for another series of drops. He's got his dropship ready, and 2 dropships now. Looks like he's going to try and fill those up with Goliaths. Still not seeing any siege tanks, probably because of the ownage-ness of these Goliaths on this map. Just a good choice in units there by both players, and their ability to attack and their ability to defend with those Hellfire missiles against dropships. Now we've got some siege tanks coming from Gur. We've got 4 siege tanks inside the back of his base. Let's see what he does with those. If he's going to try and kill off the expansion of Helghost. Helghost positioning his dropships just outside and on the ice. There goes an SCV. SCV being lowered onto the ice and sent over for another possible expansion. As most people know, expansions and map control are very key in Brood War. Not so much in Warcraft 3. I don't see map control taking precedence in that game, but in Brood War I know it's very important. Taking a look right now at Helghost. Helghost has some pretty nice keyboard speed from what I can tell, and here comes Gur. Gur bringing his dropship through the middle like I called. And he's smart, man. He called that way ahead of time, and now going up towards the middle, looking for any possible expansions in the middle spot here at the top, which is where Helghost has just started an expansion. Gur going to drop the dropship, the Goliaths down right now, heading after the SCV. There it goes. No expansion for you, says Gur. And Gur is not even going to bother killing off that expansion. He's just going to set himself up for another possible drop. Let's see. He's just checking things out here inside the middle of Gorky's Island. And let's see what he does here. If he's going to build some offensive missile turrets, what have you. Just keeping an eye on things right now is Gur. And we've got more Goliaths coming up through the middle. Trying from Helghost, going after the SCVs right now of Gur. And the dropships for Helghost still sticking inside of his base right now. He's got about 3 dropships. Hard to keep track of all of them. And they are probably filled up with Goliaths. Unable to see the whole map, so that's a bit tricky. Anyway, expansion for Helghost being thrown up finally as he brings over some more SCVs to get it going again. And let's see. Gur is looks like he's expanding somewhere else on the map right now, in the upper left portion of this map, I believe. And let's see, what is Helghost doing? He's got 4 factories, I believe. Fourth one just finished, and he's bringing over some more Goliaths right now to possibly counter any possible vertical dropship maneuvering from Gur. Gur with 7 siege tanks. That's right, I said 7 siege tanks. He's got 2 dropships ready. He's also trying to crank out some more machine shops to go along with his factories and get those upgrades pumping. 3rd dropship on the way, trying to pick up more siege tanks. Gur heading towards the left right now. Looks like he's dropping them on the ice and positioning himself to go up the ice here instead of using the dropship and possibly running into those Goliaths, which he wants to avoid. Now Gur dropping his siege tanks on the ice right now. And here comes Helghost. Helghost with 5 dropships. I wonder what they're filled with. I smell Goliaths, but we'll see. Helghost now just waiting here. He's got some siege tanks coming out of his factories right now, picking up a siege tank in a series of dropships. I believe he's got 5 dropships, maybe 6. It's tough to say. They're all 6. There they go. 6 dropships now, making their way over to the lower portion of the map right now where Gur is stationed. Gur is now, looks like he's just kind of preparing for an attack here by Helghost. Helghost just moving around. He's playing very defensive, as is Gur. You see there several famous Warcraft 3 players on the camera right there. Tillerman, Kaj, and I believe it was Sucker for Brood War. And here comes Gur up the middle of the map right now. He's got himself several siege tanks. I'm counting, I think, 6 siege tanks. And here come the Goliaths, dropping out some Hellfire missiles onto those dropships. Now Gur making his way over towards the left right now, inside the middle of Gorky's Island, possibly trying to think ahead of Helghost and catch his next maneuver. We've got some siege tanks being deployed right now by Helghost, going after the siege tanks of Gur. And siege tanks are trading fire near the middle of the map right now, as Helghost, with just the one, will get it owned by Gur. Gur has no way to see on the ice, though, and cannot kill that off. He's going to have to reposition his siege tanks. Now it looks like Helghost repositioning himself at the top of where Gur was going, and I think... Uh-oh, here comes the ownage from the Hellfire missiles. There it goes! Goliath's being dropped. We got missile turrets going as well. Gur dropping all of his siege tanks, and the dropships are killed off. Smart maneuver here by Helghost, and the big fight in the middle is going on. Goliaths and siege tanks trading fire. We're talking massive ownage on a big scale. Here comes Gur with his siege tanks, who have just obliterated Helghost and his less superior numbers. Gur making his way up the middle of this map right now, trying to kill off an expansion by Helghost. Helghost taking that expansion back at the top middle again. And now here comes Gur. Helghost trying to drop down a siege tank, and here come the SCVs. Helghost taking out the SCVs, trying to kill off siege tanks. He gets one. We're going to have a second one coming soon. Gur bringing in some more reinforcements, some Goliaths, trying to take out those SCVs and siege tanks on the move again for Gur. Gur repositioning his siege tanks, taking out several SCVs, but Helghost with some nice micro there saves his butt for a little while longer. SCVs being repositioned by Gur, going after the expansion now of Helghost. Helghost raising his command center off the ground and trying to get it out of range of the Hellfire missiles of the Goliaths of Gur. Gur basically stuck behind Helghost. Helghost not really paying too much attention to that attack, and instead Gur is building himself an expansion in another part of the map. Taking a look right now, it looks like Gur has built up an expansion behind his starting location, also at the, I believe, the 5 o'clock location, the 7 o'clock location here on Gorky's Island. More Goliaths being created right now by Gur. He's trying to get some more anti-air defense going on his next push, I'm guessing. He just got kind of owned there. His dropships got obliterated. We do have another expansion here by Helghost. Helghost has gotten the 11 o'clock expansion. And now Helghost on the move again with 6 or 7 dropships. They are on the move, and it looks like he's making his way down towards the middle of the map. Is he anticipating Gur expanding at the lower left-hand corner of this map? I think he is. Bringing in the dropships right now is Helghost. Let's see what Helghost can do here at the expansion of Gur. Gur has got himself a missile turret coming under attack right now by the Goliaths and siege tanks of Helghost. Helghost bringing over more dropships right now, but we've got some missile turrets pegging away at the dropships of Helghost as Gur repositions some siege tanks in the back, tries to get some defense going, saving his expansion. Nice maneuvering here by Gur, keeping his expansion for as long as possible, owning up Helghost. From what I can tell so far, just reacting extremely quick. And now a Goliath biting the dust there from Gur. Gur seems extremely hyper here. He's got his eyes wide open and ready to rape. Here he goes. We got some more siege tank, or more SCVs coming over to repair the siege tanks, and it's looking like Helghost has left behind some units here just to keep an eye on that expansion of Gur. He just wants to make sure that it's under control, and he's got more expansions than Gur in this point. It's looking fairly even, except we've got one extra expansion for Helghost, which could provide him with enough gold or enough minerals here to keep the win. We've got lots of SCVs being picked up right now by Helghost. Helghost gonna try and crank out more Goliaths here. So far it's been Goliaths and siege tanks, and that's about it. I've actually seen some SCVs kill some siege tanks, so those are being used offensively as well. Interesting, when you use SCVs as offense instead of Marines. You know, I never thought that day would come, but it has. Anyway, Gur picking up some units here at his expansion, or at his main base right now, just trying to drop them onto the ice and get them mobile over onto his other expansion. Right now, Helghost reinforcing his other expansions right now. He's got one on fire. He's going to have to repair it before it goes bye-bye. I believe it was in the red. And as most Terran players know of Brood War, when you have a building in the red and on fire, it usually doesn't do too well. Kind of have to repair it, or else it explodes and gradually fades down to nothingness. Anyway, Helghost trying to grab some more units at his main base. He's got a ton of siege tanks and Goliaths being picked up right now. This is basically a numbers game now, folks. Helghost with a extra expansion and Gur down one. You know, it's going to definitely come into play, but I've seen Gur with some excellent positioning and good micro in this matchup, and we'll see who's able to pull this out. Gur now having an attack here at his expansion base in the lower left. He's going to raise up his command center. It's on fire. It's still taking damage here as it is in the red. And now we've got another drop here by Gur. Siege tanks and Goliaths being dropped on the siege tanks of Helghost, and Helghost loses those attackers. Gur now picking those siege tanks up. We've got a comsat scan by Helghost. Helghost coming in. Uh-oh, here come the Goliaths, finishing off one of the dropships that had some siege tanks in it. Siege tanks being dropped from the dropships, and it looks like Helghost just keep an eye on that dropship situation and killed off the dropship of Gur. Nice control there by Helghost. Now he's taking things to the main base of Gur. Here comes Helghost, dropping in some siege tanks and some Goliaths on some missile turrets of Gur. Gur losing those very quickly, and now Gur is going to have to save his ass. I don't know where he is, but he's certainly not at his main base. SCV's getting obliterated now at the main base of Gur. Gur might take a pretty heavy loss here if he doesn't move his butt. He's got 3 dropships on the way, trying to consider which units are the best. Drops them down on the siege tanks of Helghost. Helghost's going to lose his attacking siege tanks, but the damage has already been done, and several SCVs have been obliterated for Gur. Helghost just concentrating on the dropships of Gur, and so far has been doing a really good job of holding Gur back from coming back and reinforcing his main lines. Now it's looking like Gur with some units on the ice here, just kind of standing there, not really being used. He's going to have to start moving those and possibly make another offensive push on Helghost. The question is, can he do that with the limited economy he has right now and has been forced to have by Helghost? I don't know. This is a tough map to call, folks. So far, from what I can tell, it looks like Gur has better micro than Helghost, but micro isn't necessarily the most important thing in Brood War. Map control, economy, all those things come into play big time in Brood War. You have to think about all things, not just your microing abilities. Now Helghost making another push here on Gur. Gur trying to throw out some damage here to the dropships, but here come the siege tanks by Helghost. Helghost easily killing off those Goliaths of Gur. Gur repositioning himself. Siege tanks turning into siege form, and it looks like they are getting repositioned here. Gur making another push here on Helghost's top middle expansion. Siege tank dealing out some pain, and here come the Goliaths and siege tank of Gur, and they are owning up this top middle expansion, but he's going to have to raise up his command center again in his lower left expansion, which is going to force him to hold off on his economy yet again. Hellghost obviously taking map control into consideration as he is really beating up Gur on controlling the whole map. It's just not happening altogether for Gur. And Hellghost now looks like he's building up another expansion here. This could be the end for Gur shortly. It's not looking great right now. It looks like Hellghost has built himself up at the middle left expansion. There's a lot of expansions on this map. You have to do a lot of drops, obviously, to keep your opponent busy and get those expansions going. And I think Hellghost has taken that to heart and really seriously gotten his butt in gear to get his expansions up as fast as possible. Gur not able to do that. He's taking some severe casualties right now in his lower left expansion. Siege tanks just pelting away with the comsat scan from his main base. Now it's looking like Gur making a move on Hellghost's expansion. Here come the dropships. Gonna go on over to the upper left expansion that Hellghost has. And here come the siege tanks and Goliaths owning up the expansion base here at the upper left. And the SCV's on the move again for Hellghost. He's using those offensively, and he's just trying to micro his ass off here at the upper left expansion. Here come 4 more dropships, and Gur's going to say good game. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Hellghost taking the win over Gur in just an awesome dropship battle. We're going to have the second game coming up for you guys shortly. I have been told that Gur is going to switch on over to Protoss here in the second game, and Hellghost is going to go random, so we'll see what happens. And depending on the map, things could be very awkward for some random players, if you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, let's play a little bit of music for you. Just a little bit. And if I can get this working. Looks like the encoder has gone down here. All right. We'll be bringing you the next match shortly. Stay tuned. We got some more Brood War action coming at you. Single elimination. This is Wax Steven for TSN, the Team Sportscast Network. And we've got the second match coming up very soon. Hello, this is Christopher, Wax Steven Inetti for the Team Sportscast Network. Next match underway. Gur taking the win over Hellghost in that first match, getting the colors incorrect there. And now we're underway. Looks like the map for this game is going to be the map for this match is going to be, I believe, Core Hall of Ceres. 2 starting location map. Gur grabbing Protoss. And Hellghost grabbing Zerg on this match. And it's looking like Gur starting things off with a Protoss pylon, as always. Fairly standard stuff there. Nothing super new. Very important to start off with that pylon, as you need to get up some buildings. You need the pylon for that. Basically the supply depot for Protoss. God, I'm pissed about that last match, folks. I'm so sorry. It's very difficult to see who is who and what color is what color, so when the players play the same race, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Man. Alright, anyway, we're going to have ourselves another good match. I'm expecting some awesome stuff on this map. It's not like the last map where it's just drop city, and it's basically just you know, this is going to be a lot of back and forth action. I think Gur is going to have the advantage here. He's won the first match. He's Protoss on this map. He's going to have a nice advantage here doing a nice, probably a rush, a Zealot and Dragoon rush. We'll see how well he can do against a Zerg player. Hellghost, you know what? I think Hellghost was a little, you know, wary about getting Zerg. I think he plays Protoss most of the time, or Terran. So we'll see. Anyway, here we go. We've got a little Ling rush coming here from Hellghost right now. Hellghost making his way down the map here with some Lings. Looks like he's either going to position those just in case of a rush by Gur. Gur getting out his first Zealot right now. And Gur trying to reposition a probe here on the map. Just running away from a Zergling. And here we go. Here come the Lings inside the base of Gur. Let's see if Gur can get this defense going. He's going to have to get some probes from the minerals and possibly get some defense from that. We do have a Zealot out, the first Zealot. Second Zealot out now for Gur. 5 Lings inside the base of Gur. Let's see who's got the better micro. And looks like Hellghost is just going to move around here. He's bringing down an Overlord right now. We've got a second gateway going up right now for Gur. Gur trying to reposition his Zealots here, just trying to defend versus this Ling rush of Hellghost. Looks like we're going to trade the stream on over to DJ Wheat right now. So let's get that going here in 5 seconds. And all right, now it's looking like Hellghost is trying to get those Lings going. There he goes. Lings coming into the base of Gur right now, going after one of the pylons that Gur is setting up. He's trying to build himself into a corner here, if you get my... Gur, I'm sorry, I'm having a little conversation here with DJ Wheat. It's looking like Gur is... just trying to run after these Lings inside of his base right now. He's getting severely outnumbered by Hellghost. Gur moving one Zealot, killing off a Zergling. And here we go. We've got more Zealots coming out of the gateway right now for Gur. It looks like both players just trying to micro as best as possible. And looks like, here we go, Zealots on their way, running after the Lings of Gur. And Gur is just moving those Zealots up the middle of this map right now. The map, again, is Core Hall of Ceres. I'm really curious to see who is going to possibly win this. This just seems like a micro-intensive map. Right now, it's looking like It's looking like Gur is making his way up the middle of the map. Helgo's trying to get out some Hydralisks, I think. Here come the Lynx going after the Zealots. 2 Zealots were lagging behind the Lynx, trying to go after them, but 3 versus 2, 3 Lynx versus 2 Zealots, really not going to work. Anyway, Gur getting out a Photon Cannon. Some very nice base placement here. He's created some choke points inside of his base right now, and it's looking like the Lynx are inside the base of Helgo's. Helgo's getting out some Hydralisks now. We've got a sunken colony down as well, and Gur's going to see that and back off. Here come the Lynx for Helgo's. Gur repositioning his units here, trying to do as much damage to these Lynx as possible while staying away from the sunken colony. And let's see, it looks like more Zealots coming in. We're going to see some very early pushes here by both players, just trying to get some offense going. As I said, it's not really a drop map, very difficult probably in the late game. There's some fairly close expansions, but I don't think we're going to see a map control really coming into play. This is a micro map, and here comes Gur, going to try and use some of his micro, and he's coming in, just going after the Lynx right now with his Zealots. He's taking a very offensive posture. Here come the drones for Helgos, now going after the Zealots. Sunken colony finished off, and there go the Lynx as well. And now excellent play by Gur, who is playing very offensively. More Lynx coming out now for Helgos. Helgos probably a couple too many Lynx here instead of Hydras. And now the drones for Helgos trying to run away from the battle. And here comes Gur. Gur with bringing in more Zealots right now up the middle of the map, going after the Hydralisk den, and the drones of Helgos just trying to run away from the Zealots right now. They cannot get there, and Gur severely damaging the economy of Helgos. Helgos is going to get owned right now. Uh-oh. There goes another drone. Some Lynx popping out of the eggs right now. Here comes some Lurkers. Lurkers built off to the side there. I didn't even see that. Nice maneuvering here by Helgos, keeping himself alive. Nice job. Here come the spines from the Lurkers. Lurkers trying to own up these Zealots. Gur moving those Zealots out, and the Lurkers moving into a more offensive location. Gur seeing that, and nice job. Helgos saying good game. Gur is going to grab the win here. 2-0 in this best-of-3 matchup. Excellent play so far by Gur, grabbing the win over Helgos. That was a quick match, folks. I expected nothing less on that map. Just a very quick map. Excellent play by both players, and we're going to bring you some more WCG stuff in a little while. This is Christopher Wax, Steven Ionetti for the Team Sportscast Network, www.tsncentral.com. Make sure you visit the site, folks. We're going to have some more Warcraft 3 action, I believe, very shortly. Next match coming up in about an hour from now. Make sure to have some coffee, eat some crack, I don't know, whatever. Just get back on the stream, and we'll have some more games for you very soon. Swag Steven signing off.